be a season where they actually did relatively well, but I don't know.
Yeah, Bonchan did mention it in the interview earlier too. He does let the players still play. Oh,
Damage!
Even, what did we say about going outside the box?
Wait, here's a question, pronunciation question. Is it Thams or Thamus?
It's Fam.
Or is it Thumbs?
It's Fam.
Thams.
Yeah. We tried to just not say the U.
Thams.
Thams.
And their hopes of making it into the playoffs a bit higher for both Aurora and Twisted Minds as we head into game number 1. Taking a look at the emblems. Do we see anything that stands out here? I think this is very usual for MP the King.
All right. So at this point, we are very happy to see, Granger coming back at least, adding more of that variation to this draft. Honestly, feels like there could be more, but this Fams is gonna be Fam. No, without the U. All right.
Fams.
Fams.
Thams.
Say Fams. He's definitely gonna bring a new flavor. Now, matching up against the Trizla is actually pretty good because the ticking damage is just crazy to deal with, and your Body of Smith just can't really completely deal with it. Body of Smith is great against like big burst.
Yeah.
You're removing a big portion of your damage, but what do you do if it's like burning you?
Yeah.
Right?
Because you're getting infernoed, man. You're getting cauterized down, and also, mind you, Edward's running the Warcry emblem, so his damage, I feel like, will actually surprise Twisted when they actually join into a team fight. Just because, again, he's not only is he tanky, but he's also just kind of doing this little bit of AoE damage and also proccing the Warcry.
Yeah.
As long as you can keep your attacks going.
Yeah.
Now that's a challenge for Twisted. Can you stop the attacks of the Fams from connecting?
And I was about to say, Twisted Minds and the way that they drafted seems like it's a very all-in type of draft. You have to close in to your opponents, and that's exactly what the Thamus wants for himself. He wants you to be close, so you could really feel the passive, you could really feel the damage that's really just not burst, as you mentioned. It's just a slow build-up that you eventually feel the longer that you stay in contact with the Thamus. So let's see how Aurora are actually able to make this work.
Oh, they're going to burst down Sean. He does get enough HP back. Popping the flicker too. Meanwhile, Twisted's working on the turtle. MP secures that. So no kill either side, but an objective going to Twisted unless a feathered airstrike's gonna fall down right on Kaloy as first blood goes to Yue.
That's gonna be a turtle for a kill.
I don't know if you guys saw that. He literally got frozen mid-air. Edward going down and attacking Kaloy, but taking him out in the end just feels so satisfying for me, to be honest. It's usually so hard to take down a Marcel, but they were able to do it really, really efficiently.
Yeah, and the fact that it was only Kaloy left to do that, or at least show up for his team, because again, Aurora were successful enough in making sure Sean had to retreat.
Oh, does Dominkite want to stay here? You look at the rotation already happening from Twisted. They've got the information. He's going to go pop the regen. Have to give the gold crab over here to Nasha. I don't know if he's going to stop the... Okay, he does get out. Oh, wait.
Gives it over to MP, actually.
He didn't get back. Okay, he's just waiting because the light, I think, can also make his way up here if he needs to. Having them revitalized, but yeah, Dominkite will stay up in the lane, doesn't want to miss the gold cart.
Yeah, at least he, I think, has enough information to know that there won't be any surprise ganks with him whatsoever. Even MP the King, he just finished taking his orange buff. So now we're about to set up for the next objective. But so far, at least, there's a very slight lead just in the hands of Aurora. They're also playing it relatively safe compared to how we possibly or probably expected them to make use of this draft so far.
Which I kind of expected, especially since their primary damage dealer in the early game is basically Demonkite and US. So if they're still stuck on, like, clearing the minion waves duty, you can't really depend too much on Dominkite quite yet. So we have to wait a specific time. And I think they should give this a go, despite playing passively for the past few minutes. I think they will definitely contest this turtle.
Yeah,
gonna have to. It's up here in a couple seconds. Both XP laners just going at it. I don't know if you're gonna be able to beat a Warcry though. You're seeing how much damage Edward's able to pump out. So that's a low Lansu.
Yeah.
He still has Flicker. And again, this passive with the Body of Smith keeps him good position to fight for if he has to defensively. Light will go ahead and charge up. Fighting for the turtle. He's going to go for the Tom with the Unbreakable. Feathered Airstrike comes down too. Kaloy gone again. Lansu jumps in with that penalty zone. With another dealing with Dominkite. They do get the turtle secured for Demonkite, and MP will fall as well as another kill gets picked up And now looking for more. UA flickers forward. They want to take out Sean. And Sean goes down too. Man, Aurora comes in swinging.
Such great timing from Dominkite and his entries.
Yeah, that entry was just phenomenal. Not to mention, they cut severely into the attack of that turtle. I really like that we actually saw like multiple people just zoning around, and they were able, in fairness to Twisted, they were able to slow down Edward, but not quite enough.
Yeah, the thing is, Edward right now on this Thames feels like it's something Twisted Minds are yet to address. He brings in such an unexpected hero. Right on cue, the Abyss opens for Thames' return. 372 days have passed since the last time we saw him. And the last person or player to actually play this hero was Flap.
Wow,
Yeah, I think this
was
skin
that
didn't
long ago?
exist. I don't even remember this skin, to be honest.
This is the, is it Collector? I know it's one of those skins where you had to like,
Yeah.
you know,
You have to
roll
draw for it,
Yeah, I
yeah.
think so. I believe so. But it's great to see him. Again, I like to see the lanes shaken up, man, especially the hero pool. You know, bring out different XP laners, bring out different mages in the mid lane. I think the most stale lane right now is actually gold lane.
Yeah.
We just see so much of the same. You know, Claude, Harith, and even this Granger is a little bit different than what's usually picked up. But it's great to see it actually in action for Edward here.
You know what's so funny? Flap actually kind of called it. He says,
wait, penalty zone, and that's what they're going to be going for. Dominkite actually gets away, utilizing the flicker. Not sure if he's going to get chased down. No one falls just yet. Feathered airstrike from Sean. Meanwhile, Demonkite up top. He'll push this in, but they might just have to trade the turtle here as Twisted is just near that side. They look to get this tier 1 too. Not sure if they're able to get it, but they're in position.
that's a decent split.
They're not letting go.
Yeah, they're not letting go at all. Now this turtle definitely looking like it's a Twisted one.
Yep, they're starting it up. We don't get to see where Dominkite is. Oh, there you go!
MP will secure the turtle, but they're going to fight anyway. Light jumps out defensively, and they'll just disengage. They wanted to see if they could actually contest the turtle, but Twisted does get it. They still have plenty of ground to cover here. Down 2,000 gold.
Yeah. Somehow they can minimize it through that. And what I like about this is that we're seeing Twisted Minds playing a much coordinated game. We were talking about chemistry earlier on. You could see how the rotations are actually working out for them. It's always either a 3-man or 4-man rotation. So far, it's been heavily towards this bottom lane, and we might see them go for it once more, but at least Aurora are a bit more prepared this time around.
Yeah, the one good thing that Twisted Minds are doing is definitely keeping this Leomord in the loop. He's 0-1-1, but he's actually been doing a majority of the damage in these team fights. He's always in the middle of it. So, while some teams will actually just play the Leomord and just kind of fall off. I think we saw that earlier as well. This Leomord is actually still pretty much in the fight. Although on the side of Aurora, Dominkite, he joined the fight so much earlier. He has more gold than usual on this Claude. And I feel like that just means that Aurora has a stronger fight. 2.6k gold lead will actually prove that.
Yeah, because at this point, it's really mostly going to be MP the King. You kind of can depend on Sean, but not unless Nausea can actively participate, then Twisted Minds would really have to group up together just to ensure that they will have the damage that's necessary. If not to get some pickoffs, at least to really poke Aurora to make them uncomfortable to go for fights. And so far, at least they're keeping it less than 5k. We're not really seeing the snowball potential come out just yet. And even Demonkite, he's being very careful.
Oh, that's a whole lot of magic damage to MP the King. He goes down, but there's the counter punch as 2 fall for Aurora. A nice pickup for Nausea, as he does have the Sky Piercer on this Granger.
Yeah, I think we're seeing exactly the reason why MP the King is just having a hard time getting hunted down by this Harley.
That was the only time he wasn't together with the other guys. And Aurora really made sure that they took advantage of that moment. So it was I think initially it could have looked really good for Aurora. Nonetheless, it's great that Twisted Minds are able to clap back. Now we are seeing that 1.8k gold lead. Let's see how they deal with this in this upcoming Lord.
Yeah, this is going to be a bit of a tough one, especially positioning-wise, where your only positional advantage is probably going to come over from the Gatot Gacha. FAMS is going to be a very straightforward threat. They'll know where it's coming. There's just not much surprise factor on the side of Aurora, except for the Harley and, again, the AOG from the Gatot. We'll see if they can make it work, maybe with the conceal play somewhere.
Yep.
Just not seeing it quite yet. It's very honest. You know, Aurora's attack here is going to be very honest. Will be spied out by Twisted before it arrives.
Yeah, and we kind of understand why it's a Thams, so you gotta be honest. put yourself out there because you know that you being there is already enough of a threat. Twisted Minds would not want to stick to that Thamus as much as possible, but Twisted Minds, how can they catch whatever surprises they can go for?
Oh, half health, golden hour, drop down Kaloi. A quarter of the health, he's gonna be chased down by Edward. He has to flicker defensively out to the turret. They're fought for the space here, but neither can Aurora go for this Lord. A lot of ultimates spend it out, and they're back to it. Sean holding on to his own Avatar of the Guardian, so ultimately, just a couple battle spells went down. The long lane push up top, Aurora might be playing into this.
Yeah, that was the Cotter on Inferno already used, and even the flicker from Kaloi, I think that's massive. But let's see, because Nosha's able to join this fight. Ooh!
Lansu, he'll survive this again. A couple snapshots from Kaloi. Light and Edward up on the front side. They have to be that line against Twisted, but it's been a dance as if we've ever seen one so far for this Lord. It's going to go ahead and reset again.
Yeah, taking so long that Deadly Magic's actually back on cooldown again now. So they just keep on re-engaging here. All the ultimates are looking good. Kaloi only waiting for the golden hour.
Yeah, was about to say, all ultimates are back for Aurora, and they've regained position over this Lord again. Despite the countless resets, it doesn't matter. Not even Edward, or not even, not even Edward has to worry about his HP. Oh,
careful there. That was a doozy.
You
keeping things in check.
Can't get caught like that.
Imagine it's another buff, by the way.
You're the one guy who cannot get caught like that.
Yeah, it doesn't have to purify. It's just the flicker and the BMI. So those brief stuns that'll come in from Kaloi will really count later on. But this is a dance.
They've bought so much time, they've gained 2 levels.
Yep.
While we're waiting.
Demon Kite also just trying to push that top wave up a little bit more. There's the initiation. Yue has to flicker out, wings by wings too, but Nasha in trouble with the deadly magic, but he should survive it all. MP takes out Yue. Lansu falls, the 1-for-1 trade. Lord's gonna be ignored. They push each other off the pit. And now Edward, and there's the flicker forward. They'll be able to go and clean it up, and Edward comes in with a triple. The Warcry Thamus comes in clutch.
That was world-class performance, not just from Edward, but from Doming as well. MP's not done though.
MP's gonna take Demon Kite off the Lord, and Demon Kite will be able to go back. What a trick with the Harley, and they'll take out MP the King.
He did not expect that. Aurora were so quick to respond, and MP the King. Demon Kite just literally danced around him.
Yeah, that was a very nice attempt though. I was surprised he was there. That is literally MP the King trying to activate that superstar trigger. Just doesn't really have quite the momentum. I think he was just literally one skill away from stealing that Lord, but unfortunately the attack, skill 1, just not hitting the right angle.
And I think it's something he didn't really expect for Aurora to continue. Because he was going for hero, and Aurora might have not wanted to risk that, but they just kept throwing their skills at the Lord, and by the time that the retribution was necessary, then Demon Kite was there to finish off the job.
Edward pushing up top, Lord here, down bot, charges in, base turret goes down bottom side, nearly up here to the top too. We'll see if Twisted can defend this. They're going to go clear out this Lord, but Aurora is happy with that push and balloon things up to almost a 10,000 gold lead. They still have this powered up wave in the mid. Immortality's coming to play now too for Light. So Sean holding on to his own deadly magic. We'll see what they do. Little snapshot on Dome and Kite. They clear out the mid. They want to go for this top turret. A jump, an avatar into the golden hour. Kaloi on the run. MP has Barbiel. The Phantom Steed is proc, but Light. Immortality still there, and Lansu falls. And now on the defense. Light finally falls, but without Lansu, who's going to be the front line for Twisted as they get whittled down, and now the base going to be locked on. They only have a cannon minion, and it's cleared out. Sean, though, will flicker forward, and now Demon Kite looking for MP. Can he click down? Can't get to the fountain in time, and now a feathered airstrike will force Nasha down as well. They come in to clean up, and it's still 4 members of Aurora looking to close out game 1. There's not much Sean can do but watch and die as he stays alive, but the game is over as Aurora will take game 1.
With a 10K gold lead to close it.